Warning: the following podcast contains violent scenes that may be unsettling to some listeners. Listener discretion is advised. Hello, and welcome to Hunters Hunted 2 Corruption. Join us as we tell the tale of four men bonded by their fear and hatred of the hidden monsters that reside in Washington, D.C. in September of 2009. Only time will tell if Jebediah, played by Adam B., Robert, played by Adam C., Walter, played by Chris, and Dr. Turner, played by Tillman, will survive together in this story ran by Andrew. Hunters Hunted 2 is a Vampire the Masquerade 20th Anniversary Edition expansion set in the World of Darkness. If you'd like to contact us, you can find us on Twitter at twin_cities_VTM or find us on Facebook at Twin Cities by Night. We hope you enjoy.
So, Washington Monument. You can find parking a couple of blocks away, no problem. Especially this late at night. There are people out, but not as much as in the middle of the afternoon. It can be quite crowded. The protests that were happening earlier in the day have cleared up. The massive crowds have mostly cleared out, so it's not as, restricting in traffic as it was before, causing you guys to have to go around and divert. So you'll have to find a place to park and then kind of walk for several blocks to get there because of, how it is in the city here. How are you all going in?
Jeb's going to park a bit away, and he'll, once he and the doctor get out of the truck, he'll transfer most of the stuff that was in the bed of the truck into the cabin so we can lock it up. But he'll take, what will he take? He will take a couple of guns with himself, ones that he can conceal fairly easily, and he'll make sure that the doc has the med kit. Oh, and he'll have a fanny pack. He'll put on a fanny pack so he can walk around looking like a dumb tourist.
Do we have a sports bag so the medkit isn't super obvious with the bright red cross on it?
That's a
say
good question.
that you do. I'm not worried about it. Sure.
Okay. So just stuff it into another bag and carry that over the shoulder.
Yeah, something you probably would have thought of before you left. I need something to carry this in.
Walter's just going to get out of the passenger seat of Robert's car when he parks behind, I guess, Jeb, and I'm just going to get out and I'm going to start walking towards the monument because I have total faith in these guys. I'm in good hands,
Robert will step out of the car. He'll feel for his handgun, which he is probably concealing in his waistband right now. He doesn't have his holster. He considers that more part of his uniform or whatever. So he just feels it, make sure it's there, it's secure, and yeah, he's ready. Oh, actually, I think he's gonna go back into the trunk and take out the camera that he used earlier and just kind of put it around his neck, just to look more like a tourist.
Okay. So you guys you're walking to the monument. You cross Constitution Avenue on 23rd Street, and it's a beautiful place, really. There's that long reflecting pool and the building at the end, and just there's people out around. There's always people out. There's a gift store along the way, they're still open. There's people always out here, and just kind of even in the middle of the night, it's a relatively active place. You come up to, there's a path that is in a semicircle around behind the monument, and the front faces the reflecting pool. So you come up to that area, and as you can see, there's just people some are taking pictures. It looks like there is some late tours still happening of someone going around and talking about the president and all the miscellaneous stuff about President Lincoln. What do you guys do?
I'm just going to kind of try to look like I'm part of just people looking at the monument, but kind of also trying to step away from it and kind of just openly look around and kind of without screaming, "Hey, I'm here," kind of give signs that I'm someone waiting for someone to help myself stand out more for whoever's going to come and talk to me.
Okay. And the rest of you?
Jeb's going to wander around He'll hook one hand into the strap on his fanny pack, and he'll just walk around pretending he's a tourist. Wow, man, that thing is big. Stuff like that. He'll mutter to himself.
And similarly, I'm gonna just kind of walk around, maybe pretending to take pictures, but mostly just trying to like case the area. And is it possible I could do some sort of like a perception to see if I notice any people that look out of place or anything like that?
Yeah, definitely. You can use perception and alertness, and this would be a difficulty of 6. So it's just tourists.
Okay.
You just see people who are just like average American citizens, just like touring the city. Some of them maybe not American. There might be some people visiting internationally who are there and just like oh, look at this, taking lots and lots of pictures.
Okay. Good. Nothing out of the ordinary then.
Mm-mm.
Is there like a hot dog stand maybe? Or just
Yeah, sure, something like that. It'd be somebody who's taking advantage, having concessions.
I don't want to be too far away from Walter, but I don't want to stick out. So I'm waiting at the hot dog stand. I'm getting something to eat, maybe like some Pepsi or whatever he has. And just stand there, eat a hot dog, and basically don't eat it and be super ready to walk over there.
Okay. One thing, I want Jebediah to roll a perception and awareness roll, please. We're looking
What
for
difficulty?
5s here.
Which difficulty? 5?
5.
1 success.
So, sort of sitting on this, sitting on the like stairs to the monument, right? There's a man who is people just walk right around him. He like you almost didn't even notice him at all. It's like, but something about him just draws your attention to him, and you're just kind of you're looking at this guy and you're like noticing little quirks and oddities about how other people just completely avoid him, like there's like a kind of bubble around him of space in which nobody is walking by, no one's sitting near close, they just kind of walk directly around him. Anyone who the crowd, tourists, come walking up the stairs and they just all kind of split and walk around him and then reform on the other side, and don't even seem to notice that he was even there. And it's really strange to you. He's a dark skinned, really dark skinned person. From where you're at, his appearance is hard to kind of make out. He's wearing like sunglasses and like a baseball cap and a jacket. So it's like, kind of like he does kind of look like somebody who would be touring the area, but at the same time, the behavior and the behavior of the people around him is really weird.
All right, Jeb will shuffle on over next to the doc. Hey, Doc, y'all see that Arab over there sitting down with the sunglasses?
I don't, do I? I'm asking Andrew.
No, you do not.
What? What are you talking about?
It's sitting right there.
I'm
Yeah,
glancing
totally
over
not.
there, and my eyes are evading the person. I have no idea who you're talking about.
He's got
Right,
like a
but-
Yankees baseball cap on, and just kind of sitting there on the steps, not really doing anything, just sitting there.
Man, that ain't good. All right, you hang back. I'm gonna go do a thing.
Okay.
Jeb will sort of walk in the direction of that guy, and he'll pull out a cigarette and light it as he's walking, and he'll start muttering to himself about the Washington Monument.
Okay.
And as he approaches, he'll see if the guy shifts, moves, pays attention, and he'll try to get a beat on what the guy's looking at.
All right. So as you approach, why don't you give me a wits and empathy roll? I'm gonna read its body language.
Impa what?
Empathy. Wits and empathy.
Ain't got any of that empathy.
Just roll wits then. No difficulty increase. It's a talent.
Okay, so just diff 7 or 6?
6. Yeah.
Oh, 2 successes.
All right. So he is he's kind of like scanning the crowd almost. You can kind of see how like occasionally his head like turns. He's just looking and watching and like searching almost. And whenever you start like walking directly to him, like you're walking in his direction, you're not making it too obvious, but at the same time, you didn't say anything about hiding what you're doing. So he does like immediately notice you as you approach him, and he looks right at you. But again, wearing glasses, so you can't really see exactly where he's looking, but his head turns in your direction. He notices you.
Jeb will stop a few feet away from him, and he'll reach into the fanny pack and pull out one of those tourist maps. And then he'll just sort of start looking at the map and then looking around and muttering, "Where in the hell?" And he'll see if the guy reacts.
Okay, are you trying to like throw him for a loop? What are you doing with this?
He's pretending to be the confused tourist. He's trying to stand on the edge of the bubble around the guy to give the guy the impression that Jeb doesn't quite see him and maybe it's just a weird coincidence.
Okay.
So he'll stop at the edge of the bubble, pull out the tourist map, and start looking around really confused.
All right, so I'm gonna say that sounds like a manipulation and performance roll.
Okay.
And I don't think you do not have dots in that, so that's +1 to your difficulty. So looking at a 7.
That's a botch.
You take out this map, right? That you have that you're like, oh yeah, I'm the tourist. And you kind of fumble with the zipper a bit, you pull it out and it falls on the ground, and you go to reach over, and then you like step on your own shoelace, which has come untied a bit, and you stumble a bit right into him. And he just kind of shoves you off and stands up and gets like right up in your face. What the hell, man?
Oh shit, man! No, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. I'm tripping over my damn shoelaces. I can't see what the hell is going on around here. I can't find where I'm supposed to be. Can you help me with this map?
Oh shit! You saw me.
Oh, yeah, maybe I didn't mean to fall on you. I gotta tie my damn shoes.
He just kind of stares you down for a moment and doesn't immediately respond to you. And he just is kind of looking you up and down.
Jeb will put the cigarette in his mouth and he'll puff on it a little bit without taking it out. And with the cigarette still in his lips, man, you know this area?
I just noticed your question, Tillman. Yeah, actually, you do. You see Jeb talking to this guy. Actually, now that he's like moved in, and if anyone else, if you're paying attention, Jeb having crossed and like gone through the crowd, and like he's now like talking to somebody who he almost tripped over, and you see this guy that he's talking to, and he's like, yeah, you don't know what they're saying, but you can see that they're engaged in conversation, and it was quite like shoved him back, kind of aggressive, and a couple of people like startled, turned around, was like, oh, what the hell, and they just kind of back away a bit. And but now that there's no like, oh, it's obviously that nobody's throwing fists, people are kind of like, oh, okay, all right, nothing crazy, and they're just going about their business. And then but these two are still talking, and you ask him if he knows the area, and he says, who the hell are you?
Oh shit, man! I introduced myself. Hi, my name's Jeb. And Jeb will hold out his hand to shake his hand.
He will look down at your hand, and after a moment, take it and shake your hand.
Promise I don't buy it.
And he's shaking your hand, and it's like icy. Just it's not warm. It's not a handshake. It's cold. And he just looks you in the eye, and he's like, "Get the hell out of here."
Jeb's willpower is 5.
Jebediah, he says to you, "Get the hell out of here." And you just have this absolute, just overwhelming desire to just flee. And it's so overpowering that like if you want to do anything outside of just leaving right now, then you're gonna have to use willpower to try and even do anything besides just fleeing immediately. Right now, you don't have to harm anyone on the way. You don't have to do anything crazy like that. You don't have to like shove people down or whatever. But like you're just compelled to just do exactly what he just said. Get the hell out of here.
All right. Jeb, I will spend a willpower, and Jeb will He'll leave, but he'll make sure that his exit takes him directly past the doctor.
And it's so hard for you to focus on anything other than just that one line of get the hell out of here, get the hell out of here, get the hell out of here. And it's just running through your head over and over and over and over.
Yep. So I'll spend the willpower to go past the doctor if that'll allow it. And as I go
Yeah.
past the doctor, I will say, "There's a bloodsucker here. We gotta get the hell out." And I'll go right back to my truck.
Yeah, and you get in the truck, you start it, and you start driving away. Like it is very. If you want to do anything less than that, it will take more willpower.
You know, he'll just start heading back.
Yeah, it'll take you some time to cover to walk that distance. But you guys see this. You see Jeb like talking to this guy, and he turns and there's a whole altercation. And he talks to him, and then just starts walking off. And he walks by Greg. He says this and just keeps going. He just dips on y'all.
Greg is gonna look puzzled for a moment, like seeing the car speed off, and then
Well, he
he's
hasn't gotten
gonna-
in the car yet. It's gonna take him some time to get there. So you will see him just like he comes by you, he says that, and he just keeps going. And he is briskly walking
Yeah,
away.
I'm trying to follow him for a little, noticing that he doesn't react anymore. And then I let him walk off, I guess. Just trying to remain what is it I'm trying to say? Well, trying to stay in the crowd and not be totally obvious. And then I want to approach Robert if I see him.
You would probably see me just kind of watching what's going down with a very puzzled look on my face, and kind of going to grab Walter to try to reel him in, because I think Robert right now is thinking that maybe the cover's been compromised, and we might need to get the hell out of here.
Okay, so I would like, since you're trying to kind of blend in, I would like you to roll for that. You want to just like not be observed and all that. So I'm gonna say like dexterity, and I will let you choose between stealth or subterfuge. They both seem to fit for what you're doing. So I'm just gonna blend in the crowd, kind of make my way over to him, and like try to be casual. Like both of those seem to fit.
Both of us? Or
I'm for you.
I'm using subterfuge.
Okay.
Oh, I have 3 successes.
Okay. So you are able to like you're just like another person. Nobody's paying you any attention. Nothing at all. And there's nobody who is like looking right at you. And this guy, he's not paying you any attention. He was totally distracted by all this bullshit. And so as he's kind of fleeing, for lack of a better term, the guy walks straight up to Walter. He just, after all of that, you're making your way over to where Robert is. And this dude, this guy, whoever he is, he just walks straight up to Walter and just stops right in front of him. And you see this guy, Walter, he just kind of comes out of the crowd. There was kind of this weird altercation going on. You saw this happening, and he just walks up to you and stops and stands there in front of you.
Hello.
Say what you got to say.
I have your friend's phone here. And I kind of like tap my pocket of my windbreaker.
Whatever, man.
Why are you dangling Iris in front of me? What do you hope to gain?
Look, you've got backup. You've got people who can help me solve a problem.
So you think dangling a woman that I love in front of me is going to get me to do what you want to do?
Yeah, that's exactly what I think.
You see how well that's gone for you so far, right? Because it seems like someone else seems to have a different idea in mind. Maybe Alexei? I'm looking at his face for a reaction when I mention the name of Alexei.
Yeah, you can use wits and empathy.
Okay, and what is the difficulty?
We'll say a 6.
2 successes. Oh, wow.
Okay, so he's stoic. Doesn't respond to your question directly. He doesn't have any kind of facial twitch or anything like that. Nothing seems to. It didn't seem to.
Yeah.
Whatever he might be feeling, it's not showing.
With seeing how Jeb reacted to this guy, talking to this guy, the sign that I got from the book, would it be normal for me to maybe try to look for signs or anything like this guy isn't a normal person?
Yeah, you can roll for that.
Yeah, can I roll for that, please?
Yeah, perception and awareness.
Okay, perception and awareness, same roll. Okay, difficulty?
6.
All right. I'm gonna spend a willpower, so I'm down to 2 willpower right now. By the way. Oh, well, thank God I said the willpower, right? Shit.
Well, that's okay, so that's a failure.
I can understand why you're looking for outside help. It seems like the people that you normally have help you aren't doing that well of a job. Don't seem to be doing that well of a job. Matter of fact, Deshaun was quick to give us information about you. He didn't take that much pride.
Yeah, he's been taken care of.
Hmm.
He folds his arms, he looks at you and he says, "Look, was that one of yours?"
Yeah, and it's funny because I find it out of nature for him to flee like that.
Maybe he is a coward.
No, not at all. Not if you knew the things that man has done. You would know,
Careful.
right? Because you know about us, right? You say you know that I have people behind me. You know what we do, right?
Oh, I do. Yeah, you need to be careful about who you surround yourself with.
Seems to be working out for me so far.
Well,
Where's
do you want to know where
Iris?
she's at?
Yes, of course I want to know where she's at.
I thought so. Do something for me then. I have it on good authority that your friend over there, and he kind of gestures to where both Greg and Robert are standing. He's FBI, looking into some cases that are springing up around town. Won't bore
Yes.
you with the specifics, but you need to convince him that they're unrelated.
Mm,
You do that, I'll tell you everything you want.
what's with her tattoos?
He kind of actually shows a little bit of surprise on his face, just first time any kind of you see any kind of emotion besides just being stoic. And just, well, I suppose I can tell you a little bit about that to show you I mean business. She's always at him. They've always been there. You just couldn't see him. She's a lot more than what you thought.
Okay, I want to roll. Okay, because like hearing him say that, you know what I mean, and just the circumstances of it. And can I do some kind of roll to like, you know what I'm saying, like, because
Roll
he's
what?
not. I'm thinking like a cult and maybe like what's an occult or something like that.
What are you hoping to gain out of this? What is this? What are you trying to get?
Okay, so maybe, and I'm trying not to metagame, but and tell me if you feel I am after I explain. But like the sign, you know what I mean? Not being quite sure about this guy, not noticing those tattoos, even though they're out open. Him just saying she's always had them, so that means that somehow I wasn't able to see them this whole time, which I'm a pretty astute person. You know what I mean? Like these are all just like signs that are just like floating around in his head right now. And I would say with how inquisitive he is as a reporter or formerly, you know what I mean, being a reporter and everything, like he's trying to find a connection all the time with all this shit. That's just how his mind works, especially being the conspiracy type, you know? So it's like he's getting all these bits and nuggets thrown at him and he's trying to find connections to them all right now, you know? Or is that a no-go?
Roll intelligence and occult.
Right. I'm not going to spend any willpower this time because I'm down to 2 and I wish I would have saved my willpower, but that's how it always goes. What's the difficulty?
7.
4 successes.
You know that book that opened up in front of you earlier.
Mm-hmm.
It talked about in that passage how sometimes these revenants have the ability to control your mind and make you think things are one way when they're not. They can warp your perceptions, and it sounds exactly like that. Like just whatever it might have been, something warped your perception. And even a little bit of that was happening here. Even you're thinking about it, and you're like, you didn't even notice this guy at first until Jeb like practically tripped over him.
Oh my God. Like his head right now is just like spinning. You know what I mean? Like his reality of all this shit. And he's just like, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Roll a self-control for me.
Okay. All right. Difficulty. Oh geez, 2 dice. Fuck my life. What difficulty?
I feel like this is one of those things that's like world shattering for you. So
Yeah.
we're gonna call this one an 8.
Oh, thank God. 1 success.
Okay, so you can maintain your cool and not like you said, your head's spinning. You're like, whoa, but it definitely like it's like showing, like that hit deep.
What do you want? You want that case? You're saying you don't want it to be looked into. You want it to be, it's not tied. You're telling me that you want me to deceive my friend, right?
I don't care what you tell your friend, but he's gonna report back that they're not related.
Do you have a way for me to contact you once this is done?
I'll hang on to the burner that I have. You've got the number.
Listen, what's your name, by the way?
Just call me T.
All right, T. You know what's funny is I really don't think you know about what me and my friends really do. And I just kind of like smile at him for a second, trying to like uphold the facade, like you know what I mean? Like I'm walking with some kind of
Yeah.
control.
Yeah, but it's
It's failing miserably. I know.
it's still showing.
Yeah. He's like, "You have a good evening, T." And I turn around,
I
and
will.
I turn around, and walk off, and I like, oof, my head's
Hey,
racing right now.
Be
Yeah.
quick. Your ride is getting away.
I turn around. I'm like, "Oh, don't worry. There's more of us here than you think." And I like turn around and I walk off.
What do you do?
I am just heading straight for Robert's car, and I'm just not even looking at them. But I need to have a talk with both these gents like ASAP. Like I need to have a talk with them. And
All right, Greg and Robert.
yeah, and I'm like hoping they follow me, but I'm like don't want to give away.
Well, Greg
'Cause-
went over to Robert, and while they were talking, while
Yeah.
you guys were talking,
Mhm.
they had a moment. So,
Yeah.
is there anything you want to do or say? You guys just kind of watching the situation as they're talking in front of you. You can have your own conversation as they were talking.
As I was kind of observing Walter from afar, the whole time I'm just going, "What the fuck was that? What are they doing right now? What the hell was that?" And then when I see him start to make his way towards the parking, I'm just like, "Okay, shit." And now I'm just trying to push through the crowd to reach Walter because I'm just like, "What the hell's going on right now?"
Well, Greg had like approached you in a way that didn't catch the attention of what was happening over there.
Oh, right. So I didn't see the conversation at all. I've just been.
Well, they were talking. It's obvious. It's like
Yeah.
right there, just out of earshot.
Yeah.
There's a crowd. But what I'm saying is that like if you guys had anything you want to discuss, you can while still maintaining eyes on them.
Okay. So then in that case, I'm gonna say to Gregory, who's right next to me, "Who the fuck is this guy? What do you make of this guy?" And I'm trying to snap some
I don't
pictures
know.
as well, maybe if I can do that without raising any eyes.
I don't know who that is, but I think he's our contact. I don't know if it's T or one of his guys, but he did something to Jeb. It was really weird. Like you saw him walk off. He came to me and like under his breath he said, "There's one of these bloodsuckers here," and I think he means vampire. And I think this guy, there's something iffy about him.
Shit, Jeb doesn't shake easily. Fuck.
Exactly. Yes.
And so at that point, I think I'm just gonna try to peel through the crowd to try to reach Walter because now I'm like, oh fuck.
Okay, so you guys are kind of talking off the side, and then you see like Walter start walking away from this guy towards. You said you were going towards them, right?
I was going towards their car. I didn't
Oh.
like. I'm just like hoping they see me. I just like. No, I'll tell you what's on my mind when we get there. But yeah, I don't
Okay.
want to give away their position. Or what he probably knows. Who knows? But you know what I mean.
Before
Yeah.
I separate from Greg, I just want to say, do you think that guy made us? Do you think he knows we're here? Do you think he knows we came together?
Didn't he point at us at one point, Andrew?
No, but he
addressed
he
Robert.
he didn't point, but he kind of like head nodded in your direction. Like he clearly like was aware of you.
Okay. Well, at that point, I say, or I start out with, "I think he didn't see us yet," and then he nods, and I'm like, "Okay, fuck, he didn't. He totally saw us."
Fuck.
And I'm just like beeline speed walking to the car. Like,
All right,
to your car.
so this guy he turns and walks into this crowd, and like just slips between a group of people and just fucking disappears.
When I get to the car, I'm gonna turn around, look for Greg and Robert, see if they're coming or whatever.
Yeah, I'm definitely following.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm in a motion for Robert, like body language, like get in the fucking car, let's go.
And yeah, I pick up my speed a little bit as much as I'm kind of power walking a little bit because Robert doesn't really run.
I assume
unless he's really scared.
Unless he's very scared.
Unless somebody starts shooting guns.
As soon as a gun fires, though, that's it. Yeah.
That's when he runs.
and I'm gonna like hope that Greg's riding with us, and I'm gonna like
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in the back seat. And I guess when you start driving off or whatever, I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna break down and start wailing, just like crying all loud. You know what I mean? Sobbing in the back. Storyteller, I wanted to shoot something to you, and an idea I have, and I want to see if it makes sense with my flaw. So I am bloodbound to Iris, right? And here's my idea. That I want to know if it's normal for Walter to think that somehow, like the talk that he had with Greg, I don't know if you remember in front of the Starbucks when he's all coked out, like he feels compromised, and he is starting to like feel this pain because he knows that like he's compromised, and he knows that this T guy wants him to betray his friend and like lead him astray and try to get him to do whatever is against his best interest. But part of me as a player would really think that it'd be like a cool story element for me to realize I might be compromised, and me to like beg Gregory to find some way to fix that in me. You know what I mean? Like just like, but I want to know though, before I even go on ahead with a scene like that or go on with anything like that, would me with Walter being bloodbound, would he be able to even think that straight? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Be able to think that rationale, or would that just be like, would his urge 100% be to mislead his group or somehow convince them to lie to the FBI?
I think that deep down somewhere, he is suspicious, you know, but he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to believe that. Okay, so what I will allow for you to try and open up in that way and do that is to spend a point of willpower.
Yeah,
Because you are supernaturally bound to this woman, and you're like, you don't even want to consider the idea. But if you want to entertain that idea, and you want to for the scene just be able to just open up about your deepest darkest fears, spend a point of willpower.
Yeah, I will. By the way, I'm down to 1 willpower point right now.
No.
Does cocaine give you willpower? I'm joking. Okay.
No.
Okay. So I'm just gonna be like sobbing and just like probably like just, you know, that deep wrenching pain, just like bawling and fucking screaming in the back there. And I'm just like fucking curled up, dude, just fucking rage, full of rage too, and just like feeling pissed off at fucking everything. And like there's a moment where I like can like start breathing normally again, and I'm gonna fucking be like, pull over right now, stop, just fucking stop.
I slam on the brakes when he does that, because first of all, he's uncomfortable to see Walter in this state. He's just like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like, okay, this is just getting stranger by the second. You know, he's wailing in the backseat, he's totally hysterical. You know, I'm imagining Robert would have tried to say stuff like calm down, but, you know, just not be able to get through it all. So when he says stop the car, his gut reaction is just slamming his foot on the brakes, and everybody would just kind of, you know, jolt forward a little bit as the car comes to like a dead stop, and I just pull over to the side.
I just like open the door right away, and I get out and like on the passenger side, and I'm just opening Gregory's door, and I'm like, come out, get out here right now. Get out, just come out here right now.
Walter, what the fuck are you doing, man?
Just come out here. I gotta get the fuck out of the car. Just come out here. Listen to me.
And I get out of the car, you know, not really walking too far away from it, just kind of looking over the hood with my arms on it, just kind of seeing, or like the roof of the car rather, standing outside with my arms on top, just watching Walter at the other side of the car, just like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm gonna wait for like Gregory to get out of the car. Like,
yeah, he's gonna get out of the car and like arms wide open, like, what the fuck? Guessing you're gonna interrupt him.
I'm just gonna grab your shoulders, not like in a attacking thing, you know what I mean, but more like in a pleading, you know. And I'm gonna be like, I'm fucking tainted. You gotta help me, Gregory. You gotta help me. You gotta help me. I'm not who I am. I'm not who I am. They have me, Gregory. They fucking have me. She fucking is one of them, Gregory. She fucking has me.
Right.
Walter, take it easy. Come on, man.
No, don't. Stop. Don't. You gotta understand. She fucking has me. I am fucking compromised. You gotta do something, Gregory. You gotta do something. Please, man. You gotta do something.
Okay, I promise.
Something. You gotta do something, man. I'm serious. They're everywhere. He was one of them, and she's one of them, and I don't know what to do.
Walter, calm down. We're your friends, okay? We're gonna help you.
And I'm just gonna like slide like my butt on the curb and just like put my elbows on my knees and just put my hands in my like face and just start like sobbing, sitting there on the curb.
Yeah, Greg is gonna sit next to you and with zero empathy console you badly.
And I'm gonna sit on the other side of you, so we kind of have you like sandwiched in the middle. And as I'm kind of patting you on the back, like there, it's okay, buddy. I'm gonna look at Greg, just kind of like,
And Greg is like, I'm so lost, I don't know.
You gotta kill me if you can't fix me. You gotta kill me if you can't fix me. You gotta kill me if you can't fix me.
Walter, we're not gonna kill you, buddy. Come on, man.
They want me to make you lie. They want me to lead you astray. He wants me, not you, to connect these murders. It's all fucking tied together. I was right, but I've been compromised. In me, you don't understand. Even if I know that she's one of them, and I still can't stop loving her. I can't stop thinking about her. Even doing this is ripping me apart right now. I feel like I'm doing something horrible. You have to understand. I am fucking compromised. You all can die because of me. I could fucking be the reason that you all die. This is serious. You have to fucking listen to me.
Listen, Walter, get in the car. We're gonna find Jeb. We're gonna all sit down in the bunker where it's safe, and we can talk about this, okay? We can talk it out. We can figure out what our next step is, but we'll take it as a group, okay? And we got your back. You never have to worry about that, okay?
See, they don't have Robert. They can't have Robert. You said that.
Just take me home. Take me home. I'm just gonna like go in the back seat and just kind of like lay down, probably just crash from like the adrenaline dump and like the cocaine coffee coming down and all that shit, and just like fucking pass out in the back.
Yeah, you are feeling it hard right now. You've been like just jumped up for the past couple of days, and right now it's all coming down.
Cocaine coffee's a son of a bitch.
So we cut over to Jebediah. You snap to. You realize you're merging from the 395 highway onto the 95. You're halfway to you're passing through Springfield right now, and you suddenly don't feel that like desire, that urge to just get out of here. It just leaves you.
Jeb will stop. He'll blink. He will white knuckle the steering wheel and yell, "Son of a bitch!" And he will turn the truck around and head right back where he left.
Okay. So like just to the exact spot, or
Yeah, he will go right back to the exact parking spot.
okay.
He
What's your
will.
plan?
He's gonna grab. He'll go through his bags, find a nice, relatively concealable shotgun, strap that up under his coat, and march into the crowd in a rage.
Okay. Well, let's see if you get yourself arrested. How about dexterity and stealth to try and hide this?
What would you like
And
the
then-
difficulty to be?
Let's just call it a 6, because if there's anyone opposing, I'll just roll something.
Two
And
successes.
then followed up with a perception alertness.
Okay.
Also at 6.
3 successes.
Okay. So you park, you grab this gun, you put it in you're trying to hide it. You're moving into the crowd. There's all these people around. And you see that there is a police officer. There's several, always. But you see there's one who's kind of looking at you oddly as you are making your way towards this memorial. You haven't made it there yet, right? Because remember, you have to park a little ways away. And you're on your way over there. And somebody is definitely like kind of he's paying you more attention than anyone else, just kind of looking directly at you. Standing outside of his cruiser, and just kind of got this like concerned look on his face.
All right. Do I see my acquaintances, my fellow hunters?
You
And-
don't.
Do I see T anywhere?
You don't. You're approaching the area, and as you're coming up, you see this cop looking at you. You see the tourists everywhere. The crowds, and these guys, they're gone. And
I'll
then the
pull-
cop starts like slowly walking towards you.
All right, I'll pull a cell phone out of my fanny pack, and I will call the doctor.
Okay. This is around the time that you guys are getting back into the car.
Greg Turner.
Where the hell are y'all? And where's that son of a bitch?
We are on our way to the bunker. Walter has a nervous breakdown.
God damn it!
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Fine, I'll meet y'all there.
Oh, by the way, the guy just effing disappeared.
Well, yeah, I'm not surprised. I'll meet y'all at the house,
Okay.
and I will hang up the cell phone. Say it's a
That
flip
cop
phone.
is still slowly approaching.
I'll flip it shut, and I will look at the cop. I will nod my head. I'll look around, slump my shoulders in defeat, and shuffle back towards the car, or the truck rather.
Okay. Roll another perception alertness roll for me.
2 successes.
So you leave. You get in your car. But you can't help but notice that police officer gets into his cruiser and he follows you to your car. And follows you for quite some time, actually, while you're in the city. Eventually, however, he leaves you alone.
Hello, folks. Have you ever wished you could have an easy way to find gameplay videos and podcasts, or just media in general that deals with your favorite White Wolf role-playing games? Or have you ever wished you could find a forum to share gameplay that you have recorded, one which wouldn't be drowned out by random posts and discussion, so that your media could get the attention you want? Well, we have the answer for you in a Facebook group we run called White Wolf RPGs Gameplay and Media. The group is specifically ran with the sole intent of it being a one-stop shop for people to view or share media involving the games we all love. We take thorough steps to ensure the page does not become cluttered and is easy to traverse. We are currently over 1,000 members strong, and we are continuing to rapidly grow, with new media being shared every day. Stop on by. We hope to see you there. High Level Games, the industry's first choice in taking your games to the next level. We are a podcast blog and new media network at highlevelgames.ca. We have blog posts about all of your favorite games going up 5 days a week, and a podcasting network with actual plays and shows that discuss role-playing games, with more rolling out all the time. We are on iTunes, Twitch, and YouTube. Find out more information at highlevelgames.ca, a site that certainly isn't controlled by a shadowy board of directors of otherworldly origin. That's highlevelgames.ca.
Please, help. They're coming.
The Los Angeles metropolitan area is constantly growing and changing. The Central District is full of new buildings. The Hollywood and Wilshire districts, once far from downtown, now are part of it which spreads past Beverly Hills and out to the ocean. But why is all this going on in Los Angeles? Why is Los Angeles an exploding city?
Neon Masquerade.
The Demon's Mirror.
13 Candles.
3 chronicles running through the undead veins of the City of Angels.
The Esoteric Order of Roleplayers Actual Play podcast invites you to drink deeply.
Go to eorpodcast.com and search the duets tag to find out more.